happy that you popping and they stopping. You can't happy that you packing and they lacking. You can't happy that you great and they late. You happy and they crappy. Ain't got nothing to do with you. That's a damn problem. That's a damn problem. That's a damn problem. Ain't got nothing to do with you. That's a damn problem. That's a damn problem. That's a damn problem. Ain't got nothing to do with you. That's a damn problem. Love you, bye.
Thank you to everyone that's been tuning in, and to all the new followers, welcome. I saw this video on YouTube while I seen the title, and I was like, I haven't seen nothing floating around about this, so we're gonna get into this. Everybody's asleep, so hopefully I'm not too low, but if so, I don't know. But yeah, let's get into this video.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Morgan Freeman is an American actor, director and narrator. He is known for his distinctive deep voice and various roles.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I forgot to say that. One of the reasons why I'm like, I don't know about this title here is because, for one, like I said, I haven't heard no news about it. For two, I'm like, the voice of God cannot be dead. Like, what are we supposed to do if this is true? So, yeah, that's another reason why I was like, let me go check out what this is about.
In a wide variety of film genres. Morgan Freeman was born on June 1st, 1937 in Memphis, Tennessee. He is the son of Mamin Ida, 1912 to 2000, a teacher, and Morgan Porterfield Freeman, July 6, 1915 to April 27, 1961, a barber who died from cirrhosis in 1961. He has 3 older siblings according to DNA analysis. Some of his ancestors were from the Sanghay and Torang people of Nigeria. Some of Freeman's great-great-grandparents were slaves who migrated from North Carolina to Mississippi. Freeman later discovered that his Caucasian material great-great-grandfather had lived with and was buried beside Freeman's African-American great-great-grandmother in the segregated South, as the two could not legally marry at the time. The DNA test suggests that among all of his African ancestors, a little over 1/4 came from the area that stretches from present-day Senegal to Liberia, and 3/4 came from the Congo-Angola region.
Swagged out right there.
As an infant, Freeman was sent to his parental grandmother in Charleston, Mississippi. He moved frequently during his childhood, living in Greenwood, Mississippi, Gary, Indiana, and finally Chicago, Illinois. When Freeman was 16 years old, he contracted pneumonia. He made his acting debut at age 9, playing the lead role in a school play. He then attended Broad Street High School, a building which serves today as a Third Elementary School in Greenwood, Mississippi. At age 12, he won a statewide drama competition, and while settling into school, discovered music and theatre. Freeman was married to Jeanette.
And there's, I thought he was just born and raised in Mississippi. Let me see something real quick. As always, y'all know I gotta check my phone, because there's a series on Netflix. Let me see. Well, yeah, there's a series on Netflix that he did, and then there's a series on Amazon Prime, and that's actually one of the movies one of the shows that I'm going to be going over on What to Watch Wednesday. That one is called Solos. It's really good, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that. Okay, hold on. Let me see if it even pulls it up on here. My bad, y'all. Okay, it's called The Story of God with Morgan Freeman. So in that, he just does a lot of visiting different places and people that speak about different religions, and it's very informative and fun. It was fun to watch for me. But yeah, 2 things y'all should check out. Let's get back into this one.
Adair Bradshaw from October 22nd, 1967 until November 18, 1979, and subsequently married Myrna Kelly Lee on June 16, 1984. The couple separated in December 2007 and divorced on September 15, 2010. Freeman has 4 children: Alfonso, Dina, Morgana, and Sophia. Freeman and Kelly Lee adopted Freeman's step-granddaughter from his first marriage, Nadina Hines, and raised her together on August 16, 2015. 33 years old, Hines was murdered in New York City. Morgan Freeman has devoted his deep, charismatic voice to the art of acting. Winning multiple accolades for his craft across 5 decades, the star is still one of the most recognizable actors today. A severe car crash left the actor with a life-changing chronic illness. Having starred in some of the most successful films in Hollywood, such as The Shawshank Redemption, $1 Million Baby, and The Dark Knight trilogy.
Oh, Lucy is another one that he's in that y'all should check out. Very, very dope movie.
Concerns were immediately raised when it was emerged that the aging star was involved in a serious crash, leaving both him and his passenger with serious injuries. The crash occurred when the star was driving near his Mississippi home. Although remaining conscious and talking to emergency rescue workers, the actor's condition was described as serious, as he had to be cut out from the car and airlifted to hospital. According to the editor of the Charleston Sun-Sentinel newspaper, who arrived at the scene shortly after the crash had taken place, Freeman had to be extracted from his Nissan Maxima after workers used hydraulic cutters, also known as the jaws to life, to cut him free. It was concluded that the star who was driving the car had overcorrected, causing it to flip over several times before coming to a rest.
Was this recent?
Suffering from a broken arm, broken elbow, and shoulder damage in the crash, the star went on to spend 4.5 hours in surgery to repair nerves and damage to his left arm and hand. Shortly after, the spokeswoman, Donna Lee, released a statement to say that the actor was doing well after such an ordeal, but in an interview with Esquire magazine 4 years after the crash, Freeman revealed the long-term damage the crash has left him with. Interviewer Tom Corella was quick to notice how the star's injury was causing limitations in his life. He went on to observe that Freeman has lost little control in his own autonomy. The journalist observed it hurts when he walks, when he sits still, when he rises from the couch, and when he missteps in a damp meadow. More than hurts, it seems like kind of agony, though he never mentions it. Despite surgery to repair nerve damage, he was stuck with a useless left hand. It is stiffly gripped by a comparison glove most of the time to ensure that blood doesn't pool there. It is a clamp, his pain, an icy shot up a relative useless limb. He doesn't like to show it, but there are times when he cannot help but lose himself to a world-ending grimace. And when asked about his pain, Freeman explains that he suffers with a condition known as fibromyalgia, a condition that causes widespread pain and extreme tiredness. Up and down the arm, that's where it gets so bad, excruciating, Freeman explained to Curella. In 2017, the star was spotted at an event in London where he was once again wearing a compressive glove, a sign that his injuries still cause him problems, despite doctors assuring him that his condition would improve way back in 2011. I suffered nerve damage and it hasn't gotten better. I can't move it, he said at the time. If you don't move your hand, it will swell up. Do you know you move your hand about 1 million times a day? The NHS explains that the exact causes of fibromyalgia is unknown, but it is thought to be related to abnormal levels of certain chemicals in the brain and changes in the way the central nervous system processes pain messages carried around the body. In many cases, like Freeman, the condition appears to be triggered by a physically and emotionally stressful event. As the brain develops, a memory of pain, both painful and non-painful stimuli, will cause the same undesired effect. Currently, there is no cure for the condition, and adapting your lifestyle seems to be the only way to cope for Freeman. This meant giving up some of his beloved hobbies and acting to disguise painful symptoms.
Alright, false alarm. I really thought it was about to get into something else, but I'm glad that there was no unaliving of Morgan Freeman news in this video. As y'all could tell, I really didn't have much to say because I really was listening. I hadn't seen that before, and I wanted to see what exactly was going on. So thank you for tuning in. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we're gonna be back with another one. I will see y'all in the next one.